my relationship with my father, which was very complicated and difficult. My dad was a very, I come from a middle class, kind of blue collar home, and my dad was just of that generation where it's just like, he was Clint Eastwood. Less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
Okay, gotcha.
I think people tell themselves stories.
TMZ reported that Blake Lively has told people that there were multiple reasons that Justin Baldoni made her feel uncomfortable. It's a feminist buzzword. Uncomfortable on set of it.
Candace Owens, notorious for her fiery, unfiltered takes, has stirred Hollywood gossip again, this time targeting Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds with biting mockery of a protective order the couple allegedly filed, a move some call fit for entertainment royalty. What might look like another Owens provocation has sparked speculation that the duo may be shielding a secret so explosive it threatens their carefully crafted image. From the outside, Blake and Ryan appear picture-perfect, red carpet smiles, playful online banter, and an aura of modern fairy tale bliss. But Owens insists that beneath the shine lies something they're desperate to hide, arguing that protective orders often point to secrets capable of toppling reputations. This has left fans and critics alike wondering, is the couple merely navigating a legal technicality, or are they scrambling to keep scandalous truths from surfacing? Owens has made a career out of dismantling celebrity facades, targeting stars across politics, music, and film with ruthless consistency. Critics dismiss her tactics as attention-seeking, while supporters applaud her refusal to conform to Hollywood's culture of curated perfection. Now, with Blake and Ryan in her crosshairs, Owens frames their legal step as either a manipulative move or an act of desperation to keep damaging revelations out of public view, a position that fits neatly into her long-standing pattern of skewering high-profile figures. The intrigue deepens as whispers circulate that the couple rushed the protective order amid fear someone from their inner circle might reveal embarrassing details, with reports of frantic legal maneuvering and urgent communications reinforcing the sense of looming exposure. While protective orders in Hollywood often safeguard children's privacy or sensitive contracts, rumors suggest this one is far from ordinary, instead serving as a barricade against insider leaks that could puncture their golden image. Owens thrives in this storm, leveraging controversy to command attention and dominate headlines, whether seen as a fearless truth-teller or a relentless agitator, and in this case, her relentless commentary risks doing more than fueling idle gossip. It could fracture the flawless narrative Blake and Ryan have worked tirelessly to maintain. At stake is not just their reputations, but a broader conversation about the precarious balance celebrities strike between public adoration and private vulnerability, especially in an era where a single rumor can cascade into a cultural flashpoint. Owens' latest barrage highlights how, in the hyper-connected world of social media, one person's relentless provocations can magnify suspicion, unsettle public perceptions, and threaten to unravel even the most seemingly untouchable of Hollywood love stories.
Tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, think of the ladies I can. He's like, this is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh really? Because I just have one on my list. I didn't have anyone on my list.
And it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a bird. He's like, wait, who? And I was like,
tell me, he's guessing.
For Candace Owens, this latest Hollywood drama is like red meat to a lion, and she's wasting no time taunting celebrities who file protective orders, mocking them as if they're royalty living in fear, while hinting they must have something scandalous to hide. And though she hasn't provided hard evidence, the rumor mill in Hollywood, where gossip travels faster than the truth, has already exploded. Still, the bigger question lingers. Why is Candace so fixated on mocking Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds? Is it a personal vendetta or part of a deeper, calculated move to boost her influence? Because Owens has never shied away from stirring chaos to grab attention, knowing full well that in her world controversy equals visibility, and by going after 2 of the most beloved stars in Hollywood, she guarantees her name floods tabloids, dominates social media feeds, and ignites entertainment news cycles. Though some insiders believe her obsession runs deeper, rooted in disdain for celebrities who preach authenticity while concealing truths behind legal maneuvers, with Owens framing it as hypocrisy and claiming that if you're going to brand yourself as real, you shouldn't be hiding behind protective orders. Critics, however, argue she cares less about morals than maintaining drama to stay relevant, and layered on top is the undeniable political tension. Candace, infamous for her bold and polarizing stances, stands in sharp contrast to Blake and Ryan's alignment with progressive causes, raising suspicions she's leveraging ideological divides to stage an attention-grabbing takedown, a dangerous game in Hollywood where politics and celebrity reputations are combustible. And as this speculation grows, the public's reactions have only intensified the spectacle, because the moment Owens dropped her biting commentary, the internet ignited, with Blake and Ryan's fans rushing to defend the couple, blasting Owens as desperate for clout, while memes mocked her with captions like "she's at it again" and "jealous much," pointing out she couldn't pull off even a Ryan cameo. But Owens's supporters countered with cheers, hailing her as the fearless truth-teller unafraid to challenge Hollywood's golden facades, flooding Twitter with hashtags like #CandaceExposes, #RoyalProtectiveOrder, and #DirtyHollywood, each one amplifying the drama until it felt less like gossip and more like a cultural flashpoint. Even mainstream entertainment outlets couldn't resist, dissecting every rumor, from speculation that the order covered not just confidentiality agreements, but even sensitive medical records, to whispers of buried secrets waiting to spill. And as tabloids feasted, anonymous sources claimed to know the truth, dropping salacious tidbits daily to keep the story alive, while Blake and Ryan's PR team stayed eerily calm, issuing generic statements about respecting privacy, a silence that only added fuel to the fire and kept the public's imagination spinning wildly, leaving Candace free to fan the flames with every jab, every insinuation, and every mock coronation of the couple as fragile princes and princesses hiding behind legal walls. The mystery of what's inside those documents has now become Hollywood's hottest obsession, because while protective orders often shield children, contracts, or personal matters, rumors insist this one is extraordinary, perhaps tied to explosive secrets that could jeopardize the couple's pristine image, and speculation ranges from private talks with other industry power players and secret production deals, to unguarded remarks that could be twisted, or even messy financial entanglements and hidden brand partnerships that, if exposed, might send sponsors fleeing, since in Hollywood even whispers of scandal are toxic currency. Some insiders even suggest the situation might connect Blake and Ryan to a broader web of controversies entangling figures like Justin Baldoni and Taylor Swift, though details remain murky. The timing of the order has only heightened suspicions that something big lurks beneath the surface, and Owens's relentless mockery ensures that whatever the truth, the public believes there must be something juicy to uncover, because why else would such a flawless couple resort to extreme legal steps? It's this tension between their carefully curated fairy tale persona and the possibility of hidden cracks that captivates audiences, with Blake and Ryan long celebrated as Hollywood's golden pair, masters of charm, humor, philanthropy, and mutual admiration, the kind of grounded glamour everyone admires. Yet precisely because their image is so valuable, critics argue it's been polished to perfection like any blockbuster brand, vulnerable to collapse if just one scandalous secret emerges, and Owens knows it, positioning herself as the agitator who refuses to buy into the myth while the couple stays silent. And so the stakes only climb higher. Whether Candace is simply chasing attention, exposing hypocrisy, or weaponizing political divides, her relentless attacks combined with Blake and Ryan's strategic quiet have created a perfect storm, and now the world watches closely, fascinated by the possibility that the protective order isn't routine at all but a desperate barricade against reputational ruin, because in Hollywood history has shown again and again that one slip, one rumor, one leaked secret can shatter the glittering illusion, and as long as the documents remain sealed, speculation will reign. Candace will keep fanning flames, and the golden couple's fairy tale image will hang precariously in the balance.
So we find out that when she starts getting bad press, and this is a perfect time for Ryan to manipulate her, in my opinion, I'm going to draft a statement that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer have to read. to save Blake's reputation. Ryan demanded that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer lie to the public. So they gave them the opportunity, basically put a gun to their head and said, this is a statement that we want you to read. So this is like why I love this lawsuit, because this is an insight that everything you read is BS.
A single leaked document or hidden video could undo years of carefully cultivated reputations, and Candace Owens knows it better than anyone, which is why she has zeroed in on Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' fortress of privacy, mocking their protective order and casting doubt on their seemingly flawless lives, hinting that behind the carefully polished smiles, something messy lurks. And in Hollywood, where perception is everything, that's dangerous ground. Audiences are always captivated by the possibility that even the most perfect relationships hide ugly truths, and Owens is only amplifying that curiosity, suggesting the fairy tale could unravel with just one legal order, positioning herself as the master of turning vulnerability into a national talking point, because to her critics this is pure strategy. Seize a headline-worthy story, toss out sarcastic jabs, fire off biting social posts, and watch the spotlight intensify, fueling a cycle where every remark pulls in more eyes and heaps more pressure on the couple. But to her defenders, there's substance beyond the spectacle, since Owens has built her brand on dismantling the false images and double standards dominating elite circles, pointing out Hollywood's spin and secrecy as ripe for exposure, vowing to puncture bubbles that protect celebrity personas no matter how uncomfortable the fallout. And with every barbed comment, the chain reaction grows. As media outlets dig deeper, tabloids chase unverified leads, and social platforms buzz with memes and hashtags. So even after Owens delivers her first strike, the frenzy sustains itself, with journalists and gossip sites fanning the flames, while Blake and Ryan face the dilemma of responding, risking escalation, or staying silent, which in itself sends a message. Yet silence can be louder than words, and Owens knows that too, daring them to play their hand. Even as whispers swirl that the couple's legal team, far from inexperienced, is working behind the scenes, with gag clauses, airtight NDAs, sealed documents, and other aggressive tactics to prevent insiders from leaking details, making this battle less like routine Hollywood hush-hush and more like a race against time, because all it takes is a rogue ex-employee, an opportunistic insider, or a stray comment in an interview to set the internet ablaze. Owens is effectively daring anyone with the goods to break Hollywood's code of silence, knowing some might relish the attention while others fear legal retribution, and looming over all of it is the potential fallout. If damaging secrets do surface, be they industry deals gone sour, financial entanglements, personal matters, or unflattering behavior, their empire of endorsements, movie deals, and fan devotion could crumble, forcing them into the same pool of stars whose once golden reputations drowned in scandal. Owens thrives on that fragility, knowing her boldness guarantees relevance, but she also courts risk, because if audiences start perceiving her as a provocateur without purpose, her credibility might fade. Though given her history of thriving in chaos, it seems unlikely she'll back down, especially when she's got Hollywood's most glamorous couple in her sights, turning what might have been a private legal maneuver into a cultural spectacle, one that symbolizes the fragile nature of fame itself, where one misstep or one buried truth can shatter the myth of perfection. And so the questions swirl. Are Blake and Ryan really hiding something explosive? Or is this simply another celebrity drama inflated by opportunism? And even if the truth emerges, clarity is unlikely, because Hollywood thrives on mystery, half-truths, and deals cut behind closed doors. And Owens has already yanked on the thread, ensuring the whole fabric could unravel whether or not her claims hold water. Every day that passes brings new rumors, new insider whispers, and new speculation that keep the public hooked, while the couple's crafted image as grounded yet glamorous royalty teeters on the edge, knowing full well history shows it only takes one crack for the illusion to collapse. And with Valentine's Day deadlines, hush-hush depositions, and more protective orders in play, the pressure only builds, leaving fans, critics, and the media wondering if Hollywood's golden pair is about to fall from grace or prove more resilient than ever. Because in this ruthless world, secrets rarely stay buried, and when outspoken figures like Owens step into the ring, they don't just stir the pot. They transform whispers into full-blown scandals with a few pointed words, daring the world to question what's really behind those dazzling smiles and flawless public personas, and making it clear that the next bombshell could arrive at any moment to shake the foundations of Hollywood's most enviable love story.